Welcome back. We're going to wrap up a gift that gives back to the animals. I love the idea of this from Rescue Village. Please welcome Ken Clarke. And then we also have artist Jenny Campbell joining us today. It's a pleasure to have you both here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good news with Rescue Village. I was bummed that I didn't see a dog here today, but there's a good reason for it.
Yes, I usually bring an animal.
Yes.
Today I brought a nationally syndicated cartoonist.
Yes.
I'm his pet today.
Yes, you're the...
I am your pet.
And
he is the cartoonist in residence at Rescue Village as well.
So when you say residence there, you will see these beautiful animals, these cats, these dogs, and you draw them.
Yeah. Yeah, well, drawing cats and dogs is my favorite thing to do. It's not my bread and butter, but it's my favorite thing to do. And so this is a no-brainer for me to do this pro bono work for a shelter. Is wonderful.
Okay, so let's get into the book. But before we get into the book, then your background: you've done cartoons, you've done work in children's books.
Yeah, I've been a freelance cartoonist for 35 years.
Wow.
And I've got about 26 children's books I've illustrated, and I am the writer and the cartoonist for Flo and Friends, which is a daily and Sunday cartoon strip that runs in newspapers across the country and in the Plain Dealer every day.
Which is very exciting, but this book is extra special to you.
It is.
So what's in the book then? Is this illustrations all about the animals at Rescue Village?
When they started building Rescue Village back in like 1999, I think they started raising the money for it. I got to know the woman who was in charge. Timmy Sullivan was going to be the first executive director, and she was in charge of raising the money for the shelter. And so we met, and I said, I'm a cartoonist if you ever need cartoons. And she took me up on it, and so I started doing cartoons for fundraising appeals, just anything they needed.
I'm going to pull this out.
And
so now you've created this adorable. It's a book, a whole book.
It's a book.
Tells a big story.
It's a
some
book.
Great cartoon, some artistry work in here, and then the proceeds are going to go to the
So not
Rescue
only
Village.
did she do all this work, but she donated the cartoons and the copyright to Rescue Village.
Wow.
And then we found a funder to underwrite the creation of this book, and so every copy that sells is basically like giving something to Rescue Village. Isn't it cool?
It's really nice.
Really cool.
It's really cool for me because I'm a freelance cartoonist. So generally freelance cartoonists don't set the world on fire financially, and so this allows me to give my favorite charity a huge donation I would never be able to give on my own.
On your own.
Yeah.
When you think about it, there's a lot of us that have, I say us, I'm not sure about me, but a lot of people have talents that they can utilize to give back if they can't necessarily in a financial way.
Absolutely. I can't afford to give a lot of money, but I can draw cartoons pro bono I'm working on 4 right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So what does this mean for Rescue Village then, Ken, too, when something like this comes into play?
Well, I've been looking for another shelter, Rescue Village style humane society, and that has a cartoonist like her, an artist at her caliber in residence, and I can't really find one. There might be one other close. It's Mutt's. Patrick O'Donnell, he does a lot of humane society
Patrick O'Donnell, he's very
He's quoted
active.
on the back of the book. So.
Yeah, he wrote a testimonial for me.
So it's an uncommon thing for a humane society to have this kind of vehicle to talk about its work. And it's not just about Rescue Village. This is about adopting, rescuing, the medical side. All the things with the animals that I usually bring in that we talk about are in this book, but in cartoon form. So it's really a wonderful kind of educational piece.
So if they go to rescuevillage.org/cartoons, they can find this book, buy the book, know that the money is going 100% going right to Rescue Village. And I'm sure there's a lot of animals still need. I know you had a big weekend this past weekend.
We did.
A lot of adoptions, which is wonderful.
Yes.
To make way for others, so that makes way for others, though, that need a loving home. So check
We
them
have
out.
140 animals in system every day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They're out there in Geauga County.
Yep.
And look them up. Make those donations if it's something you can do, and buy a book in the process and have something for under the tree then too.
Right.
Thank you both for coming in
Thank
today.
you
I
very
appreciate
much.
it.
Thanks for having us.
Can't wait to see more animals. We'll bring them in next time,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Next time he'll bring a dog instead of me.
You were
A variety,
a pleasant
though.
surprise.
Thank you.
David, over to you.
Cute, but...
Yes, you are. Over to you, David.